She said she ain't felt no connection. The Wi-Fi is off. Okay, rerouting. It's been rerouting for a minute. I'm not seeing no connection. I'm not feeling it. I can't even hear the connection. Okay? I can't. The connection is missing. In Yemen. Hello, welcome back to Bennystake. I'm your girl Benny, and you see the couch. Okay? We on the couch, so that means we watching TV together. We're gonna be reacting to Pop the Balloon episode 81. Part 1 is already live. I'm not trying to have no 2-hour video long. It is too much to edit. I get tired and I get bored. So we're breaking it apart with each individual person coming forth. Okay? So if you haven't watched the first one, go ahead and watch. It's gonna be somewhere here, either up here or in the description box. Also, go ahead and subscribe, okay? The goal is to reach 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm really trying to do my best, y'all. I'm doing my best. And for us to go ahead and reach that goal, I need 3,000 subscribers every month, okay? I need 3,000 subscribers every month without fail for us to go ahead and reach that goal. That's scary to me, okay? But my mama ain't raised no punk, okay? The people with a billion subscribers, do they have two heads? No, they do not. They're just sitting over here talking. What am I doing? Am I not talking? Me too, I'm talking. You people go ahead and subscribe, please, Please. Let's just go ahead and subscribe. You will not die. Subscribe. Share with your friends. Turn on the notification bell, leave a comment, like the video. It just helps with the visibility so that other people can find me on their own. Okay, the algorithm gonna go ahead and send my videos to the people of God so that don't nobody have to go ahead and get their Jehovah Witness on and harass their family on my behalf. I'm gonna harass the people of God. I'm gonna get my Jehovah Witness on. I'm gonna keep reminding y'all. I'm gonna keep putting out the content. So yeah, just watch and subscribe. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Subscribe. Okay, let's get into the video.
Daniel,
Daniel, how old are you?
47.
So this one, I feel like it's an older crowd, right? We have, the youngest woman being 28 years old, and the rest of them are like in their 30s or even in their 40s. And here come Daniel, who's 47. And I'm like, at 47 years old, you don't own no other pants than the jeans. This is a dating show. You are meeting potential daters. Why y'all coming here looking like you about to go ahead and meet your homeboys down there at the local bar? No. Go ahead and get you some pants, okay? Some presentable, some nice for the women of God. Like what is this?
I have a business dealing hair for 7 years. I started a motorcycle customization shop.
Okay, that's fun. And what is it?
So he owned him a salon, and then he started a a motorcycle customization company. I guess people are in the entrepreneurial bag. I'm not seeing a lot of accountants, mechanic. I'm not seeing a whole lot of that. I'm seeing very much just kind of like business, entrepreneurial type kind of men, and even women. The entire lineup, I think we have like a nurse, and then the rest of them have different businesses. One of them is like, they have a catering business. They own multiple, they have multiple chefs, and they cater to they cater with Japanese, style type kind of food. So maybe that's just the time that we're in. A lot of people are trying to get the entrepreneurship on, right? So maybe that's just what it is. But I'm just, can we just get the doctors in? Can we get the plumbers in? Like, where is Jose and them? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are the mechanics? Like, where they at? Like, just, I have this, like I do this, right? He a barber, he owns him a business, and he started another business. So I guess somebody got to be the owners of the business so the other people can go ahead and apply, right? But I don't know. Comment down below. Is it just the time that we're in? More people are just betting on themselves instead of trying to find a job where you got to go ahead and clock in and have somebody play in your face whenever they decide they want to go ahead and let you go. Maybe it's just the time that we're in, but more and more people are coming over here with ambiguous jobs, right? Like, I just do my own little thing. I do my little hair. I do my little, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing is giving maybe that traditional, 9 to 5. I clock in, I take my behind right back home, sit on my couch, meet up with the boys or the girls or whatever the case is. It's just not giving that. Maybe it's just the time that we're in. So, because here I am talking, I ain't got me a 9 to 5. Okay, I own me a cleaning business and I be yapping over here on the side. So maybe it's just the times that we're in, but let's continue.
Ride motorcycles, stunt motorcycles, play basketball, work out.
Now here come a hobby, because in my other video I done talked about how like we ain't have no hobbies no more. The people that got is sitting on their couch way too much, me included. Okay, like we not going outside, we not doing hobbies, we not reading, like we not doing a damn thing. We just scrolling and watching content online. Okay, so here comes somebody with hobbies. He gonna say he like him to ride motorcycles, and I think that kind of like freaked out one of the girlies. She was like, immediately, no, you're not gonna go ahead and be outside about to go ahead and get your Lazarus on when I'm at the house waiting for you to come back home. Absolutely not. You need to go ahead and either walk or take the car. Then motorcycle be too dangerous. Okay, be way too dangerous. But he loves to hike. He loves to play basketball. Like just hobbies. We're losing hobbies. We need to get back to the hobbies. But only one person has popped. Now, mind you, the guy that came before this, I watch my call him Anthony, all the girlies, or at least most of them done popped and was like, oh, he ain't really pull effort when it came to his outfit, this, that, and the third. I'd argue that this man in front of y'all ain't put no effort in his outfit either. But this baby a little tall, okay? He got a little muscle with him. He got that little clear cut. He a little handsome in the face. And so all of a sudden, the very same thing y'all ain't like with our good brother Anthony, y'all ain't got no problem with. Because Anthony had on white jeans. This baby got on black jeans. Anthony had a shirt with like whatever had going on. This baby has on t-shirts. Okay, he has on a t-shirt. And nobody's saying a damn thing, which always is funny to me, because a lot of these girls will have their preferences or their boundaries, men and women, until it's somebody that they find attractive. Then whatever preference or value or whatever the things that they said no to the other people, all of a sudden it don't matter. Me and you, we gonna figure it out. You cute, we gonna figure it out. Don't even worry about it. You ain't got no clothes, I'ma take you shopping. Okay, you ain't got no job, I got a job for both of us. Like the girlies especially, you will see how quickly they give up on their whatchamacallit, boundaries or preferences whenever it's somebody that they do like. Let's continue.
Cute, pretty feet. I'm simple. um, that's really pretty much, nice attitude,
Okay.
humble, empathy,
First thing this baby say on like what you like in a woman, he gonna say nothing major. You just gotta be cute with pretty feet, and I'm just gonna like, dang, like, that's your number one, a cute face with pretty feet. Let me see my feet. How my feet looking, child? Cause am I gonna be able to stand the chance? Absolutely not. He gonna look at my feet right now and be like, absolutely not. I'm cute though. Let's just, amen. I'm very cute, but the feet is not giving right now. I got me an appointment on Thursday. I'm gonna get my nails and my feet done. But this baby said, I just have pretty feet. Just get you some cute feet, and you're gonna be all right with me.
My deal breakers are really like
You could be
my
honest.
deal, my deal breakers like don't like me,
Yes, I'm so glad the girl is popped at that hesitation, because at a certain point, a man just got to go ahead and be a man and be able to put two sentences together and let it do what it do for the people of God, right? I understand the nerves. But it's just kind of like sometimes as women, we just want a man that's gonna walk in a room and walk in a room. Right? Just like walk in a room and own the room. I'm not saying that men cannot feel nervous. He already acknowledged that he was nervous, but like, what's your deal breaker? He laughing. Say the damn thing. And just by that alone, you got two girlies that popped. Because sometimes you know what I'm saying? Just like, you ain't gotta talk a lot. Because don't nobody want a chatty man. Yet and still, just a little something. A little confidence. A little like, I'm a guy. I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is the confidence for the man of God? Yeah, now who else gonna pop? Because now you're just doing too much.
They don't like you. Okay.
That's
Wait,
pretty-
what's his deal breaker?
My deal breakers, like don't like me, you know.
If they don't like you.
Yeah.
Okay.
The deal breaker is a person that don't like you. You took about 3.5 business days to give an answer, and the best you could come up with is somebody that don't like me. That is a deal breaker. Duh. Who likes people that don't like them? You know what? A lot of y'all be with people that don't like y'all. Amen. A lot of y'all be with people that y'all gotta go ahead and convince to like y'all at your big age. It's just like it's embarrassing sometimes. But it goes without saying that whoever you're with should like you. That's not a deal breaker. Like you are what? Did he say 47? And that's the most accurate deal breaker that you could come up with at your big age. Come on.
Too many kids, you know.
It was too many for you.
Like 5 or 6,
Okay.
you know. Man. So yes.
Okay.
Somebody that don't like him and somebody with too many kids, and for too many kids, he said 5 or 6. That's too much. You go have you 1.5. Okay, don't have you more than 2. Because at that point, it's just kind of like, are you a refugee camp? Like, what the heck is going on? Go ahead and close the canal. Tell the people to go ahead and stay up out of your uterus, okay? He don't want no more than 2.5 children. He said, if you guys to go ahead and have 5, beloved, that's an orphanage. Please go ahead and stop. Go ahead and stop. But we still have a couple balloons left unpopped. Let's see what the girlies is talking about. Why my battery died, y'all, and it's already like so dark outside. It's literally, what time is it? It's literally 4:48. It's looking like we're in the valley of the shadow of death. It's just like too much going on. But let's carry on, child. I had to go ahead and charge my camera.
You seem really nice, but I think the undecisiveness was kind of like a deal breaker for me.
Well, I get nerves and like, 'cause I'm nervous too, but I just think like, I don't know, it took a minute for you to answer the question.
So the first girl that popped the balloon literally said the same thing, like, why it took you 5 hours just to go ahead and answer the damn question? Like, I understand nerves, but like, beloved, you were 47. Like, it comes to a point where we just kind of have to like man up a little bit. She was real cute, very polite with it. It wasn't no rude, no nothing. So let's see how he gonna respond. Cause remember how he had said like, hey, my deal breaker is somebody that don't like me. Something about that answer is giving a little sass to me, and I don't like that, but we'll see.
I ended up popping because I'm big on like teeth, and while you were smelling, I noticed that there was like some teeth missing in the back, so I didn't really care for that.
The girl in green is not playing these games with these men. Why she gonna say you missing some teeth? Beloved, I calculated. I was looking at you and I was counting. I was like, okay, 1, 2, 3. Does he have all 42? You supposed to have 42? Hold on. Is it 32 or 42? How many teeth supposed to be in the mouth? Oh, the people of God. Hold on. How many teeth do humans have? Child, it's supposed to be 32. Why done added an additional 10 teeth? But our good sis was like, dang, as a man, you should have a little bit more than 32. But here we are. You already missing a couple, and that's a problem. She counted. She was like, it's giving 28, and I can't do that. As a grown man, you should have more than 32. But you already missing. I'm calculating some things, beloved, now. What? What the hell? Like, girl, why was you so deep in his mouth? Like, what? Sis is not playing no games with this man.
And was she someone that's your type?
Dang.
She has a nice outfit, but I probably wouldn't approach her in public. But yes.
And this baby had the most diplomatic answer. Now, if she's somebody that's your type, he gonna be like, the outfit is cute. The outfit is cute. You know what I'm saying? Like, really beautiful gown. Okay, it's very, the gown is beautiful. But in real life, I will not approach. Okay, with my teeth, I'm not going I'm not gonna be able to do it.
I think the biggest thing for me was when I heard motorcycle.
Augustus said, I don't do no motorcycle. Okay. A lot of people, and again, motorcycle accidents can be very, very dangerous. Like it can be very, very, very dangerous, especially when people view themselves as, invincible and they feel as though nothing can happen to them. They're not taking no precautions when it comes to like, whatchamacallit, like wearing their little, whatchamacallit, what that thing they be wearing, the helmets and whatnot. Sis said, I'm not playing that. You're not gonna make me a widow at the ripe age of 42 because you was out here trying to get your motorcycle riding on. And she also said that she worked in the medical, field before starting her business because she's a business owner. And it's like, yeah, no, I've seen enough. I'm not gonna do it again. Comment down below. Would y'all have an issue with a man or a woman that essentially, likes motorcycle and riding motorcycles and whatnot? I know for me, I would be very much like, I don't know that I like that per se. But personally, maybe it's just because I've not seen enough, right? Would I say like, yeah, that's a deal breaker for me? I don't think I've seen enough to where it's that big of a fear for me. But comment down below and let me know.
I'm Rudy, 38.
And Rudy, why did you end up popping your balloon?
Thank you for coming.
One thing about our Haitian sister Rudy, she gonna go ahead and thank the men of God before she rips them apart. Cause in the other review that I did of the same episode, while she was talking about how this baby old, like you is old, you remind me of my uncle, my great uncle. Okay, now she gonna start again with like, thank you so much for coming, and all the ladies, including Arlette, they now laughing because they know after that thank you. Let's hear what she gonna say, child.
It's nothing more. You look very nice, As for a date, I would want you to wear something proper. Besides looking at you going to Dave and Buster.
She said, I had said the same thing. For a date, you kind of have to come up a little, you know what I'm saying? You have to do a little 1, 2, 1, 3. Right? But I'm also not in the lineup. Why would you tell this man he looked like he going to Dave and Buster? Why would you do that? Sister Rudy, you are very rude. You are rude.
That's the only thing. And of course, I want you to be confident. When you walked in, I didn't see any, because I'm looking for a leader.
She had a list. She said, first of all, your outfit look like you going to Dave and Buster's. Number 2, you ain't got no confidence. You done walked in here all scared, not making no eye contact. You just looking awkward as hell. Number 3, and I'm like, beloved, you could. I want people to be kind and honest, but like, keep it cute and mindful. Keep it cute and mindful. Like Sister Rudy gonna give you a list. What's her third reasoning?
And then the third thing is the connection. I didn't feel any connections. That's all.
She said she ain't felt no connection. The Wi-Fi is off. Okay, rerouting. It's been rerouting for a minute. I'm not seeing no connection. I'm not feeling it. I can't even hear the connection. Okay? I can't. The connection is missing. In Yemen. Not under my couch, but let's go ahead and check. The connection ain't here. That's why good Sister Rudy not feeling it. Yeah, now? She rude. Yo.
So when I see a man, I feel like something needs to connect, even by looking at you in your eyes. That was it. Okay.
She said, I looked at you. I looked deep in your eye, and my vision good. Okay? I looked deep in your eye, and I ain't felt nothing. Ain't no spark. Ain't no low. Nothing.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
Not initially. I'm big into active, so.
What's wrong with me?
Why it's gonna be his turn to go ahead and answer, right? They gonna ask him like, now is she, your type? He gonna be like, not initially, because I like me somebody that's a little bit more active because I'm active. Why she gonna interrupt in her face like, well, what's wrong with me? And she ain't said wrong. She said wrong. Like her accent thicker than a Ghanaian man. Okay, real thick with it. Ain't nothing wrong with you, my sister. Ain't nothing wrong. Now everybody laughing. You done came over here with a list. You had an essay of why you don't like this baby. He just came around and said you not his preference. Now you got an attitude. Beloved, Sister Rudy, let's see.
And my opinion, it doesn't look like you do a lot of movement.
Thank you.
Is he wrong?
Yes, you won.
Okay.
Because I'm an even planer, so I move a lot.
Okay.
And I work out twice a week. So you are one. Next.
Sister Rudy is mad. She said you are wrong. Okay? You are very wrong. Very, very wrong. I walk a lot. I work out twice a week. And I'm an event planner, so I'm active with it. You are very wrong. Move on. Next. And I said, Sister Rudy, how you gonna be mad and you had a whole list of critique for him? Now, I will say it's unfair to assume that somebody's not active just because they're low thick with it, right? Because not everybody that works out or is active looks skinny. Some people are just thick. And they exercise, and they eat right, and they move their bodies. They're just thick. We're not all, you know what I'm saying? We're not all, built to be petite. Right? So that's unfair on his part. But you had your list. He said that and he listened to it. He ain't confident. What else did she say? Like, we ain't got no spark. Ain't no spark. But like, I don't see nothing. I'm looking in your eye. Ain't no spark, no nothing. I don't like your outfit. You look like you look like you're going to Dave and Buster's. Like, you said all of those things. He said that and he took it. Now you mad and you saying he wrong. He is low-key wrong, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. But like, if you're gonna say all these things to people, be prepared for them to also have, like a little bit of a comeback. Now I will say his response, like I said, it's unfair to assume, but I don't think he was disrespectful. Comment down below and let me know. So his first question was like how many kids they have, and I think because he also has two, he just kind of maybe want to see how many they have, and I'm guessing maybe how young they are and also where they live. Now, these are the kinds of things where I feel like you could just, maybe in conversations, you can ask at a different time. You know what? Let me take that back. Because if, like he said, one of his deal breakers is somebody with too many kids. So the number of kids is very important to him. So I'm glad he asked that. But that doesn't really tell you much about the person, right? So, okay, somebody has two kids. This one has one. Or this one has maybe like, I don't know, three. It tells you nothing about their character. Say you dismiss somebody that has three kids, but come to find out they're exactly what you need in terms of like partnership. You kind of then get to miss out on somebody, right? So while I like that question because I think it's important, I just don't know. Comment down below and let me know. And let's give him a chance to go ahead and ask another question because again, yes, the number of kids that people have, it doesn't really tell you much about who they are, their character, their hobbies, their personality, their values, their beliefs. All of those things that can actually make or break a relationship.
When was your last relationship and how long?
And then for his second question, he gonna ask, like, when was your last relationship and for how long? Comment down below. Do y'all think that's a good question? Because for me, it's kind of like 50-50. Because say somebody said, okay, their longest relationship was 5 years ago and they've been single ever since. What does that tell you about them? Or if somebody says like their last relationship was 6, 4, 5 months ago and now they're here on this show. What does that tell you about them? But when you look at the lineup, everybody's, late 30s and, early 40s. That's not the time for people to be wasting no time, being like, oh, I broke up with somebody, 5 years ago. Let me give myself another 5 years before I can go ahead and start dating again. Like, no, who got time for that? Don't waste my time. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. God bless. Blessed be the fruit. Like, I'm ready to move on. I'm grown. I know what I want. I know what I need. Right? So yes and no to me, because on the other side also, it's like, okay, If somebody's like freshly out of a relationship, then I can be like, okay, did you take a second to maybe like process and kind of like see what happened? And fresh to me is like a month. Like I broke up a month ago. That, if you had a long, a long-term relationship and you break up, say, a month ago, and the next thing we know, you on our screen trying to find your love on Pop the Balloon, I'm going to look at that a little sideways. Like, beloved, take a second, take a breather, process some things before you put yourself out there, right? But again, they're also, they're grown. This not the time to be this ain't nobody got time to be wasting. We live once. Let's see what they're going to say and his reasoning for asking the question.
My last relationship, I guess if you could call that a relationship, was like 6 months ago. It lasted like 2 months, but technically like 2 weeks. For real, he was like a content creator, and he only liked me like when we was like making content. Like,
Girl, that wasn't a relationship, child. That was a collaboration on an Instagram reel. And at 40, you should have peeped that. That ain't a relation. That ain't a relation, right? That's an entanglement for IG likes. That ain't right.
When you walk in the room that you own it, because I want to be submissive in all aspects. So when you walk in the room, I want you to own it because I'm on your arm.
I think I own it.
Okay.
I think I do.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I know I do. So.
Okay.
Beloved, you do not own the room. You may own the sneakers that you're wearing and that little t-shirt. The room was not owned. Okay? Currently, I don't even know the owner of the room. It wasn't you. It was not. You ain't owned it. It's all right. It's all right, beloved. You did not own the room. Because a man that owns the room does not have to tell people that they're owning the room. The people in the room will be like, dang, here comes the owner of the room. The room owned. Okay? The room owned. You didn't own the room, beloved. It's all right.
What is your career, and other than sex, how do you show up for your mate?
That's a good question. Other than sex, how do you show up for your mate? I love that. Let's see how the ladies gonna answer.
So I deliver like bottles, and we customize bottles. Me and my daughter have a business together, so that's what I do mainly. And then what was the other part?
Good sis, maybe she's nervous too, but like this the second time. It's like, is you listening or not? Because it's like the other time he asked a question and she made him repeat it again. Like, what's the other part? Mind you, the part that she's asking him to repeat is actually maybe the most important part of the question, at least to me. Other than sex, how do you show up for your mate? How does that fly over your head as a question?
Also add to whatever he's trying to do financially. So if he's trying to do something financially, I would love to be the person in the background doing the details, getting the details together for the business, helping them in that type of way. Okay. Yeah.
I love her answer. I really do. Spiritually, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, I want to be a safe space, do all of the things. And I'm always of the mind that for a woman to be a safe space to a man, the man has to create a safe environment. If I don't feel safe, you're not going to be safe. That's just. If I'm not safe, how can you expect me to be, your safe space when you've created a hellish of an environment? Now my baby toes is burning. How then can I be soft and safe for you? You know what I'm saying? Like the safety of a woman depends, to me at least, on the environment that the man creates. That's my opinion, right? And then she said if he has like maybe like businesses, I'm going to be in the background, like, supporting. I'm glad she specified that the support going to be in the background. I'm going to do a couple emails. I'm going to do a little 1, 2, 1, 3 because we're not investing in no man. We're not putting no finances behind no man. That's not what we're doing. Especially a man that you're just dating your husband. Yeah, that's one thing. But a man that you just like, you're just dating, that's how you end up like Onyeka Danish. That's how you end up like Onyeka Danish. When a man needs your support, go ahead and Google some things. Send him a couple links, okay, on LinkedIn for him to go ahead and read up on some things. I could answer a couple invoices, a couple emails. That's about as far as my support finna go. I'm not contributing zero. Okay? To fund no man's business. That ain't my husband. Absolutely not. That's how you end up like on your Danish.
You asked about career, right?
Yes.
I'm a nurse.
Are y'all paying attention? Like, ladies, come on. Come on. What in the amnesia mess is going on? He done repeated the question 5 times at this point. He said it twice, then done said it for the other lady. Now you gonna ask him again what he asking. Beloved.
I like to cook for my man. I'm a very affectionate person, and I always like to be a shoulder for him to cry on. And I hope he gives me the same.
Very much so a nurturer.
Heavy on, I hope he does the same. Because y'all are out here, listen, y'all are out here getting your mattress firm for a man that's putting y'all through hell. If he does the same, then I'm going to go ahead and be the same. The environment that you create going to depend on the kind of love that you get from me. It is 2026. As women, we got to go ahead and just like figure it out. You're not going to be, a cloud, like a soft cloud, a soft bed for him to land on. Meanwhile, he has you over here fighting for your edges. Beloved, no. However way you show up, I'm going to reciprocate. I'm going to reciprocate. The way you show up is how I'm going to reciprocate.
I don't know. I like to support my guy. I feel like whatever you have, I want to multiply that. I want to build. That's just like how I am. Like I'm super obsessed with my guy. Like I want to be in your skin type.
What you mean by multiply? What you mean by spoiling? Beloved, how you spoiling? I mean, I could spoil you with a little cup of coffee. how you spoiling the man of God, beloved? I don't like that. Like, how are you? That's how these men are trying to get their princess treatment on. Y'all is spoiling them. What do you mean? How are you multiplying some things? Like, are you like answering a couple emails? Like, how you multiplying? You know what I'm saying? Like, how we multiplying? You better not be multiplying with your money. Especially for a man that ain't your husband. A lot of these things you could do for a man that's shown up for you and has made things a little bit more legit. Is what I'm trying to say. Now, somebody could be your husband and they could still be full of shit. I'm not negating that. But we're not spoiling or multiplying for boyfriends. Why would we do that? Okay.
How do you feel about long distance relationships, and have you ever been in one before?
Sometimes I might want to watch you take a shower. And I don't know. I need you to be there. I need you to be obsessed with me while you're gone. And
Is your phone waterproof?
yes.
She has such a young energy about her. Like, she's 40, but even the way she talks and body's tea. Like, body's tea. But even the way she talks like she's in her 20s. Like, my man. Like, it's giving very much just like she has a young spirit about her. I feel like he's gonna go for, is it Karma or Carmen? Because she done said her name 1,000 times. I feel like he gonna go for her. I feel like he's gonna. Yeah. And we got to see a little bit more of his personality, because when she said like, hey, sometimes I may want to see my man take a shower because, I miss you this time and the third. And he was like, is your phone waterproof? Like, we got a little bit more personality. We got a little bit more of a joke up out of him, right? It wasn't just like a little bit more intense. So I feel like he gonna go for girl number 1 in that greenish, yellowish outfit. I think he's feeling her, but comment down below and let me know.
And then, have you been in a long distance relationship before?
I guess I've been in a long distance relationship before.
What do you mean you guess, beloved? You been in one or not? Like, are you an active member of your own life? How you think you been in a long distance relationship? This your life. You acting like they're asking me if you been in a long distance relationship. It's your life. How you not know, beloved? Like, have you ever been in a serious relationship? Cause you don't seem to be like beloved. Let me hear her out.
It was kind of weird because apparently I thought this was a good friend, and he thought that we was in a relationship for like 3 years.
Ha. So this was gonna be your friend, the same way I am a friend of God. And this baby gonna think y'all in a relations for 3 years and you ain't new. Beloved, are you okay? Like, what?
So I guess I was like,
What that mean? I guess I was like, so did you like did you accept that you was in a relation with him for 3 years even though you were unaware of the relations that you was in? What? What that mean? Like stay on my video. Start your own YouTube. See how that's gonna work out. Because I need me some subscribers. I need about 3,000 a month for me to reach this goal. And you out here interrupting my YouTube channel. What that mean? Okay, like what that mean? Why we not serious? Like she don't know, she ain't knew she was in the relations for 3 years. And now that the 3 years is over, she's like, so you gonna claim? Like, are you claiming the relations as yours? Beloved.
I don't know if that counts because we had a great relationship for 3 years, but I thought we were friends, you know?
Okay, well then.
Sister Carmen, is your favorite color 5? Like if I was to ask you, like, what's your favorite color? Would you maybe say 5 or would you like say 4? Like, what do you mean? Like, I guess, I don't know if that counts because it's like we had a great relationship. If that was your friend, then that's not a relation, beloved. Like, what?
He wanted to hear your question thrown back at you.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay. I guess he wants
what?
elaboration. Go ahead.
Wait, what?
Now the guy is like, what? And I'm like, what? Everybody confused, beloved. We don't know. Our lady over here laughing, the other women laughing. Even the guy is laughing. Because what do you mean you were counting a relationship that you wasn't in, but you was in with your friend that was long distance, but you ain't knew you was in a relationship with the friend, even though you knew, even though you, You distracting me. I'm clocking on my Zoom. You distracting me. Yes, you're distracting me.
You are skipping and hopping on those words.
I'm going through it. I'm fighting for my virginity. I can't get my words right.
Like in the beginning, in the beginning, in the.
Leave me alone.
It's okay. Drink some water.
I need to hydrate.
And have your lips, and make your lips have a date with each other.
Come up with your own jokes. Don't reuse my own. Don't reuse my own. Come up with your own jokes. You don't have to reuse my own.
We don't reuse.
Don't reuse my own.
I'm unconscious.
Don't be recycling my jokes. Don't recycle my jokes. Get out my video. You're using up my storage. Get out.
This is a green home. Okay, everything's green.
Get out my video. I'm gonna press play.
I love it.
You want to know what's going on with that?
Yeah.
English, please.
I mean, no, but
Why he gonna say in English? We need to know what's going on with that in English. Cause was y'all friends with benefits? Like what that mean?
I don't think that I've been like in a full like long distance relationship, but if I think about a relationship, it probably would be there. I mean, there was no like sex or anything, you know, but I really would build a relationship with somebody, and sex is just a plus. You know, so like if you treat me kind, if you check on me, if you call me, I'm gonna treat you the same way and I respect you. But I just thought that was my friends.
Our last face was like, beloved, your favorite color might not be 5. It's at least 2.5. It has to be, because that explanation made no sense. Comment down below if y'all understood what she was trying to say. Because how are you in a relation that you're not claiming as a relationship, but then they ask you gonna count it as a relationship with a friend that you only consider a friend? What that mean? In English, what that mean? And now he not gonna go for her. But I also don't think he gonna go for the other girl. I don't know.
Never been in a long distance relationship. Like you said, yes, I think I have the skills to be in a long distance relationship.
He's never been in a long distance relationship. I can't teach you how to be in a long distance relationship, because if you were in a relationship with me, it would be long distance.
It's a little unfair. It's a little bit unfair. Because everybody's first time gonna be their first time. But I also get it. She said, she's like, what, is she 40 or is she 30? She's in her late 30s or she's 40. And she's like, I ain't got the time. However, come a period, everybody gonna have a first. To almost like criminalize him for not having a first. And it's not even like a bad first. Like, what if he's actually great at long distance relationship, unlike your ex?
You can't teach me a lot of stuff. You can't teach me how to be in a relationship with you. You know,
Where?
everybody is different, but you can't teach me a lot of stuff.
What do you mean you can't teach me a lot of stuff? Why are you trying to call her stupid? You can't teach me a lot of stuff. We are specifically and specifically talking about long distance relationship. What do you mean by that comment? You can't teach me a lot of stuff. Was she trying to teach you any other thing? She made a comment like, hey, long distance relationships gonna take some work, and I would prefer somebody that's already been in one to know what it takes to be in one, because I'm not trying to teach nobody how to deal with a long distance relationship at this age. That's the context, right? Now, again, I think it's unfair to rule out somebody because they've never had that as their first, because you never know. That first might be the only first they ever needed and that you ever needed. However, come a period, what do you mean by like, you can't teach me a lot of things? I feel like he low-key try to call her stupid. I feel like what? You can't teach me a lot of things. She might be able to teach you a thing or two. You don't know her. You don't know her. Okay? You don't know her. So for that to come out of your mouth, it's just like disrespectful. I don't like that. Comment down below and let me know.
Teach me how to be in a relationship with you.
You can't teach me how to be in a relationship with you. Now why are you mad? She gave an answer within a specific context. But you done came here and took it all the way to Yemen unprovoked. You can't teach me how to be in a relationship with you. I'd actually argue differently. You don't know her. You learn how people need to be loved by being with them. Right? Like you learn that. The way you treated your ex may not be the same way you treat her. You don't know what her needs are. You don't know what her boundaries are. You don't know what she desires in a man. You don't know. And it ain't teaching as if like we in school, we got to go ahead and write the essay, carry the 3, do the math. It's not teaching in that sense, but it's definitely learning. Every relationship that you're going to be in, you got to learn the person that you're with. You can't teach me nothing. You can't even teach me about being in a relationship with you. Then who gonna show you how to be in a relationship with me if not me? Is your favorite color 5 too? Get off my screen.
You know, everybody is different, but yes.
If everybody's different, then everybody has to show you how to treat them differently. If that calls for it, you can't have like a, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't have like a template. This how I treat women, and everybody has to fall in line. Some people prefer words of affirmation. Some people don't like too much physical touch. Some people prefer acts of service. Like people have different needs. You just contradicted yourself right then and there. Everybody is different, but you can't teach me even how to be in a relationship with you. Are you slow? Get off my screen. Gonna irritate me. What time is it?
Definitely.
But you hold on to your balloon.
At 5:43, irritating me. So now it's our good sis who was in a long distance relationship that she ain't knew about that's left. What question is she about to ask him? Because at this point, it's giving low vibrational.
What's the most expensive thing a girl has bought you?
The one question she had to essentially ask this man, the first thing that then came out of her mouth was, what's the most expensive thing a girl has ever bought you? Really beautiful gowns. Like, it's really beautiful gown. Like, really gorgeous gown.
A trip to Puerto Rico.
So what does that tell you? Are you trying to top that? Is that your way of spoiling a man? What does that tell you about him? Because that question tells you how generous the other girl that he was with is. She's very generous. She done pay for a whole trip to Puerto Rico. That tells you nothing and a half about the man. But you don't care to know that because you was in a relationship for 3 Oh my God. You was in a relationship for 3 years that you didn't even know about. So evidently getting to know this man is not even at the top of your priority because once you leave here, you will be in a relationship with him and he won't even know. Really beautiful gowns. Very beautiful gowns.
What are your goals in the next year? Where do you see yourself?
That was the second question. What are your goals was the second question. The very first question was what gift as a girl ever gotten you that was the most expensive? His goals came second. You cared less about his goals within the next year than you did about a random woman giving him a gift.
Definitely expanding my hair business, and I want to pass off my hair business to my son.
Okay, what about relationship-wise? Like, where do you...
Oh, yeah. I want to be in a relationship. I mean, I'm sure, everybody, I'm intentional.
You're not that intentional because as soon as she asked you that question, you should have said the things you said about the business, but then also say, personally, I also want to be in a relationship, hence why I'm on this show. That was not a priority to you because you led with your business. The same way she led with the gift, you led with your business. So y'all need to go ahead and come together, plan a wedding, and I will not be the flower girl. Okay, because this is low vibrational. Like, what do you mean?
If I'm in a relationship over a year, we definitely on our way to the top.
What does the top mean?
The marriage.
Okay.
Yeah, soulmate.
I don't know, you're talking about Mount
Only one.
Everest.
Just you and me.
Jesus. This woman is funny. She's if she's not nothing else, she's very entertaining. She gonna say, what is the top? Because it could be Mount Everest. We all know you got to be specific with it. Is it marriage? Like, what is the top? Because you're not gonna make me out here to be Lord of the Rings. We engaged for 5 years. Not going no, beloved, no.
What would your what song would be like the theme song to your life?
That's a fun question. What song would be the song, the theme song to your life? I like that question. I do.
Fiendin' by Jodeci.
It's interesting.
Oh.
The song did it. It's the song that did it.
I really wanted to hear something like a little bit more deep because when I think about fiending, puts me more like on the sexual side.
So, fiending, man, like to me, like you said, the soundtrack to my life. So, fiending plays into my everyday thing too, far as getting money and everything.
What? Let me take a second to digest what was said before I respond. Because she done say, I asked for what song that would be like the theme of your life. And he done say fiending. I don't know the song, please. I don't know the song. But according to her, that song is more sexual. So if that's going to be like the sexual energy that defines your life, then it's not really telling me something deep about you. But I also feel like, at least for me, the reason why I liked the question is because I thought the question was lighthearted enough to just like bring on about conversation, maybe to gauge, the genre of music somebody likes, just like something fun to ask somebody. At least for me, I didn't take it as deeply as in like, this has to represent your entire life and your entire values. Personally, I didn't. But I think to her, she was trying to get a little bit more into his psyche. Like, she was trying to get more into why he thinks the way that he thinks. But I low-key feel like she had wanted to just pop, and this was just like the reason. Because if you watch the episode, I can't play everything, but even the way she walked towards Arlette, when Arlette asked them to go ahead and just like, scooch, there wasn't enough excitement from her. I feel like if he had given an answer that was acceptable to her, she would have asked another question until he said something that she wouldn't find acceptable, only for her to go ahead and pop the balloon. That's my honest assessment of this. But comment down below and let me know. Now I got to go ahead and listen to this song and see what the song is about. But yeah, this baby gonna live here by himself. He ain't found him love. I'm gonna end this right here, and I'm gonna try to record, the next guy that comes over. If you haven't yet, please go ahead and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you always know when I upload. And I'm on a journey to reach 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So that means we gotta go ahead and get 3,000 subscribers every month. Y'all gather your family. Go ahead and create a fake account, for your pets. You know what I'm saying? Your little chihuahua. Create an email address with their name. Go ahead and subscribe. Do the things, because I'm trying to go ahead and reach these 50,000 subscribers by any means necessary. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and scam somebody. I'm going to do a couple things, but I got to go ahead and reach these goals. Like, I got to. Okay? Thank y'all so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and see you guys on the next one. Bye, Z's.